Who has time for laundry? Well, we do. Hi, folks. This is your old buddy Bill Sherfsey, General Manager of RW's full-service laundromat, the cleanest in North Georgia. We are state-of-the-art with Maytag washers and dryers that can handle up to 6 loads in one. Laundry shouldn't take all day. Let our full-time friendly attendants do it for you. We offer the best wash and fold service from your clothes to comforters. We also welcome churches, ball teams, wedding planners, and of course you, the individual. Come relax in our clean, friendly environment. Use our giant washers, enjoy TV and free Wi-Fi. Remember, R&W's full-service laundromat, the cleanest in North Georgia. Located at 804 Elm Street, here in beautiful Rockmart, Georgia. Phone number is 678-685-4677 or visit us on the web at rwslaundry.com. Hey folks, this is your old buddy Bill Sherfsey, General Manager of All Star Motors. See Donis Baines for a great deal on a new pre-owned vehicle and drive it home today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Your job is your credit. And remember, All Star Motors, where every day is an all-star day. Also, check us out at www.allstarmotorco.com. And we have that unforgettable phone number, 770-684-CARS. That's 770-684-2277.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the All-Star Motors pregame show. Jeff Sharp joined by head coach Steve Luke and assistant coach Monty Owens today as we're sitting here at Pizza Farm, and Tommy and Amanda Sanders and Amy Sanders and Carly and the whole Sanders family that donated the meal today for the girls, their pregame meal, and it was great. Grilled chicken or the Salisbury steak, and Coach Owens is just raving about the green beans, but it was all magnificent, and we really want to thank the Sanders family and Pizza Farm for donating that pregame meal.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it.
So you're in comatose right now because he's got a full belly.
Yeah, and I ate a big old peanut butter bar.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need a nap too. So good thing we had the field's already ready for the game and we can
go take
relax.
A nap.
Yeah, good thing the game doesn't start till 4, so they really don't have anything to do till about 3:15, so they can get them a nap beforehand. But first round of the state playoffs, number 1 seed out of Region 7 get to host the first 2 rounds. But, guys, the first round, we got to get past it and Callaway today. And first of all, I'm going to start with Coach Owens. As Coach, you got a chance last week to go down and see Callaway. Give us, kind of what you saw out of them.
Well, I think of all the teams that we've seen from Callaway the last few years, probably the best Callaway team. I would say they're, not an overpowering team, but they're pretty good in all facets. They put the ball in play. Their pitcher throws strikes. So it's going to be a challenge for us.
And if you had to kind of who would they remind you of that we have faced throughout the year?
Well, their pitcher reminds me of the girl from Dade. I don't know if she's going to live in or out, and the girl from Dade kind of mixed it up. I don't know if she will, but the speed's about the same. She's not overpowering, but she hits her spots, and that can be, deadly. That's important. The number 2, I don't think is quite as good. Only saw her for an inning or so. The position players, I don't know. They're athletic. I would say they're as good as anybody we've, in our region. They're not dominant, but they're as good as, Chattooga and Dade to me.
All right, Coach Luke. Preparing for today, had a lot of experience doing that in the past. Region champs, being able to host the first round. Give us an idea of how practice went yesterday.
Yeah, practice was really good. Girls seem to be upbeat, working hard, and at this round, you're trying to focus on the strategic things that could come into play, like a base running or a trick play or, running your bunt coverage. And those are a lot of things that at playoffs, everybody's playing for a run. You can even see that last night in some of the pro games where you got a guy that's got 30 home runs and they were trying to sacrifice bunt him. So, it's all about getting a runner in scoring position. It's all about putting the ball in play, eliminating strikeouts. And, like Monty's already said, I mean, they're athletic. They're in the playoffs for a reason. They don't just give these opportunities out to anybody. You got to earn top 4 spots in any of your regions. It's a game that's got everything on it. Somebody's season ends today, and someone's goes on. So our goal is to get to the Sweet 16, and we have to execute in all facets of the game.
Well, and we know, the top of our order, kind of the first inning, or the top of our order, just getting on base is really the key to our offense. And throughout the year, Emma and Alexa have done a great job getting on base. But then we've also kind of had those days where it's a little sluggish. So, what are we going to have to do to not have that start in either game today?
I mean, talking to them this past week, since we've been practicing, preparing for this game, they've got to realize that they're there to set the table. And when they get on the bases, they create so much pressure because you're worried about how fast they are and stealing bases and swiping extra bases. And when you're as deep in the middle of the order we are, and you can't let those girls on base. And our goal for us is they've got to be on base any way we can. We've got to take walks. We've got to put the ball in play, slap, bunt, whatever it takes, and get the ball out of the air. Now, if the ball's in the air and it's traveling 201 feet, we're fine. But other than that, these balls have to be squared up, and we take the hard out if we get one.
Well, and we know in the circle, Emily Register is going to be starting game 1, 15-1 on the year, 120 strikeouts. Really don't expect to see anything different out of her.
Yeah, I mean, she's rested. We were able not to throw her in that last game of the season, give her some time off. And, it's just going to come down to mentally how they show up. I know senior night we played with a little extra pressure, being really it's the region championship game on senior night. We showed that we were just a little bit under the pressure. And I haven't seen that in practice. I haven't seen the worrisome that I saw there. So I'm hoping it's time that they just cut it loose and play ball.
And Coach Owens, we'll come to you. You kind of work with the outfielders during the game, kind of positioning them as you go throughout. Give us, really what you think is going to be the key to the game tonight.
Well, we got to score more runs than they do. We got to we just got to hit the way we can hit, and Reggie's got to hit spots like we know she can. And I think if we do those two things, we'll be fine.
Yeah, and, defensively, we've talked all year long. We really got out to a slow start defensively, but here really the second half of the year, the errors have cut down, and they've really, there's a game here or there where, something happens, but pretty much the second half of the year, defensively, we've been pretty strong.
Yeah, I think our defense, if you look at it over the last few years, it's not as good percentage-wise as the last couple of years, but, we've been able to overcome whatever mistakes we've made. So hopefully we don't make the mistakes, and if we do make a mistake, our girls just got to put it behind us and play the next play and score more runs or do whatever we got to do to get it back. So hopefully we'll do that.
All right, Coach Luke, final words before the first pitch?
The only thing I got is, thanks to Pizza Farm for, feeding us lunch and just allowing us to come here when they're not scheduled to be here for work. That's just a testament of the companies that we have in Rockmart and the support that all of our athletics get. And, none of this stuff can be done without these companies and parent and people support in our community. And it goes with a lot of thanks to them and the effort, because I know it's not easy. And but we do appreciate everything everyone's doing for us.
Yeah. Thank you for setting it
All right,
up.
Coach Owens.
Thanks for setting it up. It was good. I enjoyed it. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, I think we're going to all probably take a quick nap and get ready for the game. So this has been our All-Star Motors pregame show live from Pizza Farm as the girls got their pregame meal here. With it being fall break, it was really easy to set it up. But once again, we want to thank the Sanders family and Pizza Farm for donating the meal today. And we're going to send it back to Brian. He's going to play our All-Star Motors pregame show, and we're going to be back for the starting lineups right after this.
Hey folks, this is your old buddy Bill Sherfsey, General Manager of All-Star Motors. See Donis Baines for a great deal on a new pre-owned vehicle and drive it home today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Your job is your credit. And remember, All-Star Motors, where every day is an All-Star day. Also, check us out at www.allstarmotorco.com. And we have that unforgettable phone number, 770-684-CARS. That's 770-684-2277.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Rockmart High School. Jeff Sharp, Chris Wolf, and special guest today, Robert Torline, is with us. As we're going unlike the umpiring crew, we're going to three-man these two games today.
We thought we had them covered today with all three of them, and they showed up with two umpires. So
I heard you need a little help, so I'm here.
Never hurts.
That's it. So Lady Jackets, 23-3, 14-0, Region 7 champs for the fourth year in a row, and they're going to take on the Callaway Lady Cavaliers as they are the fourth seed out of Region 5. And Callaway comes in 14-14. They ended up 4-6 in their region. All 6 losses to the top 3 teams: Hurd, Bremen, and Lamar County. And so Callaway comes in averaging just over 7 runs a game, but giving up over 6.5 runs a game. So in 28 games, I think they've given up like 183 runs. So something crazy like that. In contrast, Rockmart comes in scoring just under 9 runs a game. And I know, Robert, your magic number is always 8, and then we allow right at about 3 runs a game.
Correct. I mean, that's the whole idea. But we need to get off to a quick start because even though they didn't have a very good year, hey, it's playoff, guys. You don't know what's going to happen.
Never know.
So Lady Jackets, we know Emily Register is going to be throwing game 1. She's thrown 93 and 2/3 innings, coming in 15-1, a 1.27 ERA, and a 1.03 whip. That's walks and hits per inning pitched. And she's got 120 strikeouts on 39 walks and 57 hits. So that whip just barely over 1. But that 120 strikeouts is, it's nowhere near a school record because back when it was 40 feet, then you had people like Katie Kaiser and some of them that were getting over 200 strikeouts a year. But they were also throwing nearly every game. The good thing about this Lady Jackets team is, she's only thrown 93 innings out of a possible 151. So, she's had Carly Graham, Gracie Arnold, Lexi Sharp, Sam's thrown, I think, 2 innings in there. So they've kind of spread it around between those other 4 and, kind of given Emily some days off.
Yeah, and also, we've talked about how she started out early on, falling behind a lot. Early in the season, but really the last 5 or 6 starts, she's really done well as far as staying ahead of the batters and making them hit her pitches.
Well, by them having extra pitchers, that's helped her.
Oh, no doubt.
For the end of the season, be more prepared. And that's great.
Yeah, and we didn't have to use her at all against Gordon Central on Wednesday as Carly threw 4 innings, Lexi threw 1, and they come away with a 15-0 victory over Gordon Central. And it went 5 innings, but that also allowed them to get some extra at-bats, so to see some pitching. So Emily hasn't thrown since last Monday night against Dade County, so she ought to be fresh. And, Chris, we know from seeing her in the past, when she's fresh, she's got a little more giddy up on the ball, and then she also has a lot more spin, and that ball moves all over the place.
Yeah, we've seen that curve ball be really effective, and that rise ball really catch some zip here the last few games. I mean, she's really picked it up. So yeah, definitely having a fresh arm is definitely going to help her out today.
Yeah, so Roberts moved in here to the middle, so he's going to get a great view of it as he's kind of pushed us to the off the plate here.
Well, I'm excited about it because, guys, you can't see anyway. So I'm here to help the fans out there see whether it's balls or strikes. So that's why I'm here.
So now the starting lineups for the Lady Jackets: Alexis Teams, the junior, in center field; Emma Evans in right field, the senior; Kenzie Jones at shortstop; senior Caroline Conring is catching; senior Carly Graham at first base; senior third baseman Macy McNabb the junior pitcher, Emily Register, the junior left fielder, Megan Johnson, and the senior second baseman, Anna Lewis, is at second. So as you can hear, all juniors and seniors up and down that lineup, a very experienced Lady Jacket team.
Yeah, without a doubt, most of them's been playing quite a bit since they were freshmen. So a lot of experience out there today, and I expect to see good things here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, the only senior you don't hear in there is Lexi Sharp. She's a first baseman, and I really expect to see her game 2 when Carly's probably going to be pitching.
Yeah.
So they're finishing up the starting lineups. They're going to do a national anthem. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the first pitch.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Hey folks, this is your old buddy Bill Sherfsey, General Manager of All Star Motors. See Donis Baines for a great deal on a new pre-owned vehicle and drive it home today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Your job is your credit. And remember, All Star Motors, where every day is an all-star day. Also, check us out at www.allstarmotorco.com. And we have that unforgettable phone number, 770-684-CARS. That's 770-684-2277.
Here's a real post from a real Chick-fil-A guest. At Brittany Zillig writes, have you ever had an egg white grill from Chick-fil-A? If not, you're definitely missing out. Egg whites, cheese, and grilled chicken on a toasty English muffin. Hashtag drooling. You pretty much nailed that description. I'll just add, it's the little things like grilled flavor in the morning that jumpstart your day. Share your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 16 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participate safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, visit ghsa.net. Follow GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at official GHSA. The Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their support of high school athletics and activities. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Technical College System of Georgia, Gatorade, Wilson, Easy Go, Mizuno, Sport Medicine South, U.S. Army, Regions Bank, and Georgia Army National Guard.
It's time for Rockmart High School girls softball here on WZOT. Brought to you by Steve Kenny, Edward Jones Investments, member SPIC, Dean Presley Florida, Fast Track Car Wash, Michael Tenney, Main Street Realty, Brad Graham, and Taylor Transport.
All right, we're back at Rockmart High School. Jeff Sharp, Chris Wolf, Robert Torline, as the Lady Jackets getting ready for this first round opponent, the Callaway Lady Cavaliers. As we said, Rockmart comes in 23-3, ranked number 4 in the state. We had Harlem jump over us, but that's kind of due to them having a region tournament and record getting a little bit better, but that's only in max preps. And score Atlanta, we're still number 3 behind Banks County and Heard County.
Well, right now, guys, and that's great to know, but we're going to go be for number 1, so we just got to win one game at a time and score a lot of runs. 8 runs a game.
Yep, rankings don't mean anything right now. It's all about who gets hot and who plays their best ball right here when it counts.
All right, beautiful day after a little bit of rain this morning. The field's in great shape. First pitch from Register. Little pop-up right to Emily Register as LaJoy Sanders, the center fielder, pops up right to Emily, and that's the first out of the game on 1 pitch.
Hey, 1 pitch, 1 out. We'll take it. Now batting number 4. Here we got Rockmart in our home whites with gold and black trim, and Callaway in their all black shirt, black pants with the red writing and the red and black socks.
All right, just to let you know, we got Game Changer up and going. Facebook Live, line drive, second pitch, right to Carly Graham, and that's 2 outs.
This is a pretty neat game.
Yeah. That's pretty good when you go 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Yeah, that's big for Emily, too. She's kept her pitch count way down. I mean, we had some other pitches that were throwing close to 100 pitches in 4
yeah.
innings, and Emily hadn't even hit 40, 50 pitches last few
Now
games.
Chapel Butler, the shortstop, up. She swings, line drive right to Carly Graham. 3 pitches, 3 outs, and that's something you don't see
Good morning,
normally.
good day, and good night.
Yeah, but normally you're telling that third batter to take a pitch.
Yeah, look at something.
Hey, 3 pitches, 3 outs, and away we go. 60 seconds. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first.
It'll be a longer break than the first inning.
Family Savings Credit Union, we understand how important your time is. So we make managing your money fast, easy, and convenient. We know what matters to you because we're a family. We understand how important your time is. Go to FamilySavingsCU.com, call, or stop by any Family Savings Credit Union location to get started today.
This is Ryan Robinson, branch manager of your local Family Savings Credit Union. Come by and visit us sometime, 101 Felton Drive, Rockmart, Georgia, 770-684-8601.
Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA, NMLS number 800746.
A-Plus Storage Solutions is your local Weaver's Portable Building and R&B Metal Structures dealer in Rockmart. We also sell dog kennels and a variety of trailers, including dump trailers. Get your portable building faster at A-Plus Storage Solutions. We are located just a half mile south of Rockmart High School on Highway 113. Stop by and see Jim or give us a call at 678-883-2006.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, we're back at Rockmart High School. Alexis teams, Emma Evans and Kenzie Jones, the first 3 up. As if you missed the top of the first, it was really quick. 3 pitches, 3 outs, a little pop fly to Emily, and then 2 little weak line drives right to Carly Graham.
Yeah, if you walked away for about 30 seconds, you missed that whole bottom or top half of the inning.
I'm going to give a shout-out to the umpiring crew. They didn't miss one right there.
Yeah, they got all of those right.
Yeah, and our home plate umpire, he got every pitch correct that time. So he's usually listening.
Yeah, may have to tell him that one later.
Yeah. So
that may be the only inning tonight. He gets everything right.
Right. Alexis team steps in. She's hitting .582 on the year. 51 runs and 36 stolen bases and 53 for 91 for that .582 average. And she bunts right back and off the catcher. And that's something that Coach Luke has talked about is, it's real important for us to really get off to a good start, especially with Alexis and Emma getting them on base.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, those two on, and that just really opens it up for Kenzie Jones to come in and let her rip on at least the first 2 swings.
Team square, she bunts right out in front of the plate. Third baseman grabs it and never going to get her as it's not even close. And team's on with a bunt single.
That ball just died. I mean, that's really catcher should have got to that ball before the third baseman. I mean, it just literally died about 4 foot out in front of the plate.
Yep. Now Emma Evans steps in. Emma hitting .481. She's got 39 RBIs and 40 runs scored and 13 stolen bases herself. Teams with 36 stolen bases. I look for a square to bunt and off and running. That's exactly what happens. Ball is taken outside.
Good throw.
Teams, good throw right on the bag, but head first slide, and she's in safely with her 37th stolen base, and I think that was a called strike on the outside corner.
I believe it was. That was a really good throw by the catcher, though. It made it close.
Sure was.
Now Emma, no, it was actually a ball. So ball 1 on Evans. So score. That's what happens when you watch that scoreboard. Evans squares and takes it outside. Team's halfway to third, but the shortstop did a good job of getting over. Now 2-0 to Evans, and Chris, we've talked all year, this may be the best pitch to hit on right here.
Yeah, for her especially, she doesn't really have a whole lot to think of right here. Just put one out there in the hole somewhere and let it go.
First and third are creeping in. Second and third are inside the baseline. There's a high fly ball to left center, and it's going, and it's off the fence. Teams is going to score easily. Evans, as it bounced right back in the center fielder, cut it off, and a 2-0 pitch. She hit off the fence in left center, and the Lady Jackets with a 1-0 lead.
She hit that right off the yellow part of the fence. Another foot up, it is out.
Yeah, just like you said, that's that was a good pitch for her to hit. You know, you get 2-0 with the runner on, be ready to hit the ball.
Well, and the pitch in her wheelhouse is thigh high on the outside corner, and that's what she does with it every time.
Yeah.
So I thought our SRO out there, Andrew Williams, is going to make that play. Change up, bailed high to Kenzie Jones, taken for a called strike. So, Robert, it's been a while since you've been able to see these Lady Jackets play. I know you've heard us talk about it a good bit, but now you get to see them in action.
Yeah, excited. I know they've done very well this year.
There's a hard hit, ground ball, just foul down the third base line.
Yeah, early on we had a few games of defense that we really want to forget about, and they have forgot about. They've moved on and really done well down the stretch here as far as cleaning up the infield and not making errors.
But I think you need those games early on in the season to make you better at the end.
0-2 pitch to Jones, way outside, ball one. Yeah, and we've made 48 errors all year long through 26 games. We made 19 in the first 4.
Yep.
So just to give you an idea, so 29 errors in the next 23 or 22 games. That pitch outside as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kenzie Jones.
It's a good eye right there, I tell you, with 2 strikes. You got to be careful with that one. Don't leave it up to the blue, right?
Yep, and we thought fall break might have a little bit less of a crowd, but the outfield is filling up very quickly.
Yeah, I think the 4 o'clock start slowed it down.
There's a foul ball down. Coach Luke one-hands it.
You'll see by the end of this game and definitely next game, there probably won't be a whole lot of standing room out there left.
So Callaway, decent crowd over there for them. They got some tents set up. Another 2-2 pitch to Kenzie Jones. And a swing and a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop lost it. Third baseman comes in, and she's going to make the play. Kenzie battles, but then she pops up to the infield.
She got under that a little bit too much, but she hit the ball hard, just got under it.
Now,
batting cleanup, Caroline Condren. Go to Precious Paws and have your 4-legged friends cleaned up by Kelly Taylor and her staff. Precious Paws, 221 South Marble Street, 770-684-2248.
Now Caroline steps in as Caroline's hitting .356 on the year, 4 home runs, 27 RBIs. Changeup and fouled off right at the plate.
Yeah, she's really, last couple of weeks, started making some solid contact. You can tell she was getting more comfortable there at the plate and getting some good quality at bat. So that's what we need out of her in this 4-hole.
I'll let you all choose. There's 2 Yellow Jackets down there in center field. She's hitting them over one of them.
That's right.
All right, 0-1 pitch. That pitch is low and inside, ball 1.
Well, I can tell you, if Callaway hadn't done their homework, it could very well happen if they mess up the throw.
Well, I'm quite sure they, as well as Mickey Harper at Bremen knows us,
that's right.
They probably got something. There's another one right off the front foot of Connering. It looked like another changeup that was inside, and she hit it off that front ankle.
Yeah, she's having to walk that one off a little bit. That didn't feel good.
So 1 ball, 2 strike to Caroline. 1 out as Emma Evans is on second. We're 1-0 Lady Jackets as Alexis teams a bunt single. Stole second. Emma Evans hit one off the fence. And for the first run for the Lady Jackets. We're in the first round of the state playoffs. And just to give you an idea of what's next is the winner of this series gets the winner of Brooks County and East Lawrence. There's one nubber right off, and it squirts away from the third baseman as she hit it in on the hands, had some funky spin, and the third baseman let it hit, and Caroline's going to get an infield single.
Why didn't she just let it go to see it was going to roll out of bounds? It was that close. It might not have, but
yeah,
when it's already passed,
she'd already passed up on the ball, so obviously had no play.
So now we're going to get a courtesy runner, and that is Maddie Owens is going in to courtesy run for the catcher, Caroline Conring. So Caroline didn't knock the cover off of it, but she got a single, and now we're first and third, 1 out.
And more importantly, she got Emma to third.
That's right, and Carly Graham comes up. Carly's hitting .320 on the year, as she's got 50 at bats on the year, so which is about half of what the other starters have. But she is starting to come on here as the season's gone on as well, and it's good for her and Caroline to really be picking up the pace.
Yep, no doubt.
First pitch inside, ball one, as Callaway obviously has a scouting report, because if you heard Coach Owens talk about it in the pregame show, everything they did to Heard County was stay away, away, away. And now you see that, they're trying to run it in just like Dade County did to us Monday night. 1-0 pitch to Carly. Right down the middle, line drive, scooped up by the shortstop and had a catch there. And good job of base running by Maddie Owens that she got back and didn't get doubled off, and that's 2 outs as Carly looked like she hit that one right in on the hands as well.
She hit it on the line, but it just didn't have a whole lot on it. She didn't get a whole lot of barrel on it. So
that would have been a wooden bat. It would have been a broken bat.
Yeah, exactly.
So now Mason McNabb steps in, 3-11 on the year. Playing third base, played a really good third base all year long. Looking for a big hit. There's a ground ball to second as she keeps it in front, flips to short, and gets the third out. So the Lady Jackets threaten to score more than the one they did, but leave a runner stranded at third. So at the end of one, Lady Jackets lead 1-0.
Are your power bills way too high? Are you staying cold in the winter? Maybe it's time you contact your local insulation dealer, Timmy Montgomery, for insulation inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs from new home construction to general repair. TNT Insulation also specializes in spray foam insulation. Stop by to see them at 562 Pea Ridge Road in Rockmart or give them a call at 770-684-1887.
Hey friends, Jeff Bailey here with Dave's Pre-Owned Super Center in Rockmart. Make sure the next time you're in the market for a car, truck, or SUV, you take the short drive over to little old Rockmart and find out what the buzz is all about. You'll be glad you did, and so will your wallet. So come on by and meet our friendly staff, and we'll have you busting bugs in no time. So what are you waiting for? Just give us a call at 770-684-7400 or check us out at daysrockmart.com. And remember, like we always say, today is the day.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, Emily Register with her warm-up pitches. Caroline with a good throw down. And now 4-5-6 up for Callaway, as we'll see if Emily can. There's no way she can keep that pace up.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Surely to goodness they'll eventually take a pitch.
Right fielder Lindsay Cofield steps in, and she does take that pitch inside, ball one. So if it would have been a strike, she may have been hacking, but who knows? So that pitch is a little bit too far inside. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike inside corner, knee high.
That's a beautiful pitch right there. Really nice.
One ball, one strike. Pitch low and inside, ball two.
Another case, Caroline set up outside and Emily's coming inside with it. So.
Yeah, that's just a mechanical flaw that Emily has. It's, I think, trying to throw a curveball and just doesn't snap it across. There's a ball hit. Macy cuts it off. Good throw to Carly at first, and that's the first out here in the top of the second.
It's a nice glove over there by Carly getting down. McNabb threw that ball hard, but she threw it low. Good job.
Yeah, McNabb don't take anything off of it. When she lets go of it, it's gone.
Now the pitcher, Faith Horton, steps in.
She did a good job of doing her job and coming across and cutting that thing off in front of the shortstop.
That first pitch misses low and inside, ball one.
Otherwise, that's an infield hit. It's third baseman that cut that one off.
All right.
No beating on the bucket.
Yeah, can't beat on the bucket, can't beat on the bench. So you can cheer and chant and do all that. You just can't beat on anything. So Callaway umpire shuts that down real quick. There's looks like ball up around the letters fouled off into the netting. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Horton.
Well, that's something that's probably done all year long, and no one said anything to him. And now you got to get on to them.
Yeah,
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah. I saw it over there last week in Cedartown's playoff game. The Troup County team that they were playing were doing the same thing. It's basically the same area. They're all in Troup County. So, it's probably something they were getting away with, over there in that part of the country. But Yeah.
Shut them down.
Shut them down.
Yep. So another, looked like a rise ball fouled off into the netting again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Horton. And there's a rise ball up and in, swung on and missed, and Emily's first strikeout of the game.
Perfect pitch selection is just like picking out the perfect clothing selection at Clay Burt's Boutique. Rockmart T-shirts and jacket wristbands. 1075 Nathan Dean Highway in the Triangle Square.
Now the first baseman, Courtney Greer, steps in.
I want to congratulate Chris. Beginning of the year, it took him a while to read that, but he set up that southern draw.
Well, thank you.
There's a pitch. Ooh, not sure where that missed. Must have been high. So it looked like a pretty good pitch right there.
Somebody called it a ball.
Yep. So there's one foul tip right into the glove of Connering for strike 1.
Yeah, again, running on Facebook Live, Jeff Sharp's Facebook page, if you want to see what's going on and listen to what's going on here on the radio.
Yeah, go ahead and sync it up. There's a curveball off the plate, swing and a miss, strike 2. So now it registers ahead 1-2, 6th batter for Callaway.
I'm waiting for Sharp to come out with a podcast. Pretty soon this will be happening.
1-2, another rise ball up and in, swing and a miss by Greer, and Emily's second strikeout of the game.
Perfect pitch selection is just like picking out the perfect clothing selection at the Clay Burt's Boutique. Rockmart T-shirts and jacket wristbands. 1075 Nathan Dean Highway in the Triangle Square.
Going to the bottom of the second. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Get your bronze on. Visit Totally Bronze Tanning Salon at 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart to get that beautiful bronze look. Totally Bronze Tanning Salon has a very clean and cool facility with a safe, well-lit parking area. For a quick tan, they have sunless spray tanning. Call them today at 770-684-3003 for an appointment or go by 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel. We install truck lifts and truck accessories. We offer full tire service and alignment. AC and complete service is available. 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
We're back. Robert's giving Chris a hard time here.
Well, he was trying to give you a hard time, and I was defending
I
you.
know.
Now I'm on the receiving end.
That's what happens, though.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
So Robert comes in, and he's not saying a whole lot yet, but you don't hear him in between, and he tries to get on me. Chris takes up for me, and he jumps on Chris. So
it's not what I say; it's when I say what's important.
All right. So, and of course, we got several of the fans here around us, and they get to laugh at everything we have to say. Isn't that right, Audra? So Register, Johnson, and Lewis, the first 3 up for the Lady Jackets. Bottom of the second inning as we lead 1-0 here, first round of the state playoffs, taking on the Callaway Lady Cavaliers. So looking for 2 wins today, or 2 wins in the series, and you get to move on to the second round, which we would host next Tuesday.
Yep, and I believe that'd be the Sweet 16.
It would. All right, first pitch to Register. There's a line drive just foul down the first base line as about another foot to the left, and she would be in business.
Yep, she'd have probably even pulled a double out of that one.
And a hammy.
We hope not.
I know.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying.
So,
that would have hurt.
All right, 0-1 pitch. Faith Horton is the pitcher for Callaway. There's a little looper. And the second baseman, Rhodes, makes a running catch over the shoulder going towards right field, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the second.
She just took her glove up and caught it. I thought it was going over.
I thought for sure it was overhead. We just still hadn't hit the ball hard yet other than Evans. He's really the only one that's the tag one.
So they're really staying on the right-hand batter's box side of the plate. Even against Emma, they did that.
Yeah.
So we've got to make that adjustment back off the box. Looks like Emma's done, or Megan has done it, and she turns on one, hits it in the cap. She rounds first, on the way to second, throw into second, and she just slides in safe as a good throw by Sanders, the center fielder, and she's just safe, but a one-out double by Megan Johnson.
And those long legs helped her out right there because that was a close play, but she got in there.
Just made it under the tag.
Now Anna Lewis, the senior second baseman, steps in. And Anna's hitting .421 on the year. 8 RBIs, 20 runs scored. And left fielder playing fairly deep. And we know Anna, the left-handed slapper, likes to go that way. And that one's off on the outside corner, called strike.
You know, Megan Johnson, she was up and out quick. We really didn't get to talk about her hit, but she really tagged that ball, hit it in the gap. And like you said, she adjusted to that inside pitch and was able to open up and really hit it hard. So.
Yeah, Megan had a good day at Gordon Central. She went 3 for 4. Gets the starting nod here. A changeup called strike, knee-high outside corner, and very quickly Lewis is behind 0-2.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect her to be swinging at that one anyway. But
yeah, that was a changeup.
Now she is 0-2.
Yeah, we see Horton's got a pretty good changeup there to go along with her fastball. 0-2 pitch, another changeup way outside, ball 1. Megan Johnson's at second. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Lady Jackets lead 1-0. So looking to put another run on the board right here. Now, left fielder moves towards center a little bit off the line. Anna calls time as they took too long getting together on their signals.
Yeah, don't know if it was a miscommunication from the dugout or the pitcher just really wasn't happy with what they called. But
all right, now the 1-2 pitch on the way. And there's a foul ball by Anna. That pitch may have been low and away, but you can't leave it in the hands. You got to foul that one off, and she did.
I want to thank some of these sponsors real quick because they've been huge with us. Lewis Motors, Chick-fil-A, Family Savings Credit Union, A-Plus Storage for a few.
All right, 1-2 pitch to Lewis. That one's up and off the pole.
There's some noise for your crowd, Mike.
It's a gong show right there.
I don't know what that hit up there. Did it
hit that pole by the dugout?
Oh.
Yeah.
That was TNT insulation right there, and totally bronze there for some of our sponsors as well.
Another 1-2 pitch to Lewis. That one comes inside. Ground ball to short as Megan takes off running, but she never tagged her, and she's safe. The shortstop threw it to the third baseman, and she just stood there as Megan slid in safely.
Didn't realize she had a tag her.
She played it like a force and had to tag her. Luckily for Megan, because she was likely out on that one.
Yeah, if it would have been a force, she would have been. And unfortunately for Anna, that's a fielder's choice, so she can't. I don't know that the shortstop throws Anna out, but a little bit of a base running blunder that worked out for us.
Yeah, every now and then you get one.
Now Alexis Team steps in, leadoff batter. She had a bunt single her first time up. And Anna's off and running. There's a ground ball to third. And then she throws it away. Megan's going to score. Anna was off and running, and she looks as that's an error on the third baseman as she was going to go to second and then overthrew the first baseman, and now we're up 2-0.
It's almost like she was changed it in midair when she was throwing from second to first.
Yeah, she took a look. And I don't think she gets her with a good throw.
No.
She may not, but I guess we'll never know. So you saying I ought to give her an infield single?
I don't think she gets her. I mean, honestly.
Now I got to go back and change everything. Thanks a lot.
And I'm usually the one right opposite, but I don't think she gets her.
Evans steps in.
Emma had a fly ball and hit off the top of the fence in left center, scoring the first run.
Like they started her off with a changeup, first pitch.
Yeah, and if they stay away from her, they're just asking for damage. Lady Jackets now up 2-0. Second and third, one out, bottom of the second inning. Good speed on the bases. Emma takes that pitch low, ball 2, as this is where she was last time. She had a 2-0 pitch, and she picked on and nearly hit it out of here.
Yeah, she hit the right at the fence there. So, thing about her, she's got power all the way around.
Another 2-0 pitch on the way. There's a line drive to center. That's going to score Lewis, and Teams is going to score standing up, and that's a 2 RBI single for Emma Evans as she hits the ball hard once again.
Just a nice swing right there. She waited on the ball. It wasn't coming that hard in, and she just made great contact right over the pitcher's head.
Yeah, the pitcher left that one up. Probably wish he could take that one back.
Now it's 4-0, and Kenzie Jones steps in as she just got under a pitch last time, so she's looking to do some damage. Kenzie came in hitting .432 on the year, led the team with 6 home runs and 42 RBIs, and Emma not often going on that first pitch as Emma's got good speed. But we saw the catcher for Callaway's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, I was curious to see what Coach Luke was going to do right there. And we've talked about before, and you know for sure he likes to go on that second pitch. So we'll see with the first one being a ball.
Now, Evans is off and running, and Jones pops it up, but it's foul over the first base dugout.
So you have taught me something this year.
Yep. Always second pitch.
Yep. That's it. And Alexis is the first pitch. With Emma, it's the second pitch. With Kenzie, it's usually the second pitch. So it changes with, depending on who's on base.
The runner. Yeah.
All right, 1-1. Emma not going. That pitch called strike right on the outside corner. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jones, 1 out. Emma Evans on first, and Lady Jackets lead 4-0 as they put 3 on the board here in the second inning.
Well, really starting to see the crowd. I mean, people I hadn't seen in a while.
1-2 pitch. And Evans is off and running. There's a high fly ball caught by the center fielder. Evans gets to second, stops, and retreats back to first as Jones just missed that ball. And I thought when it first left, it had a chance, but then it just died right there in left center.
Yeah, you weren't talking about me, were you?
No.
Okay.
Left field and center field for Callaway, they really 2 good ball players out there. That falls in a lot of games, but they really closed on that one quick, and both of them have great arms out there, so we got to keep note of that on running bases.
Now Caroline Connery steps in. Takes a called strike.
Batting cleanup, Caroline Connery. Go to Precious Paws and have your 4-legged friends cleaned up by Kelly Taylor and her staff. Precious Paws, 221 South Marble Street, 770-684-2248.
Don't make the producer mad.
0-1 pitch to Caroline.
I snuck it in there.
As Evans off and running a pitch low and in the dirt, she steals that one easily.
Good stop by the catcher, though.
So now Emma's at second. Base hit's going to score her and add a run to this 4-0 lead for the Lady Jackets. And this is the kind of start that we were talking about in pregame was the Lady Jackets need to get out to a good lead and really put this thing away early. As that pitch in the dirt, ball 2. And we know with Register in the circle, just a few runs is all she needs.
Yeah, and pitching, no matter where you are, what level, you're always better with a lead, playing ahead.
2-1 pitch to Caroline. Got to be careful here. She hits one ground ball to short, and the throw is going to get Conring as Evans took off and didn't throw off the shortstop as she made the throw across for the third out. So the Lady Jackets score 3 at the end of 2. We lead 4-0.
Yeah, I thought she had timed that one just right to where she was going to at least make the shortstop hang on to it for a second, but didn't work. Yep.
Are you aware that untreated wood is highly susceptible to termite damage? Are you bothered by other pesky insects like bed bugs, ants, roaches, wasps, and hornets? Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control for an inspection. They have the experience to handle your pest control needs. Call Harrelson Termite and Pest Control today to schedule an appointment.
Silver Comet Furniture, your one-stop shop for all your furniture and bedding needs. We carry brands such as Ashley, Catnapper, Liberty, and Jameson Mattress Company. That's Silver Comet Furniture, 678-685-4320, 2000 Cedartown Highway in Fish Creek.
If you are experiencing headaches or back, neck, or leg pain, Dr. Douglas Mitchell can help you get back to your peak performance through modern chiropractic practice, equipment, and technology. Call to schedule a consultation or appointment at 770-684-4963.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
We're back at Rockmart High School. Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, and Chris Wolf. I'll go in alphabetical order this time. I've been putting Robert last on purpose.
It's all good.
So now 7, 8, 9 due up for Callaway as Betsavon, the catcher, Lawton and Bryan, 3 batters here.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that one because I was not sure. But we'll go with it.
So first pitch to the catcher, line drive just out of reach by Emily, just over her head, and Kinsey cuts it off before it gets to the outfield, but unable to throw the catcher out at first.
Yeah, just tough luck right there. She just hit it right back up the middle, but a little bit more than what Emily could reach out and grab, and so by the time Jones got there, it was too late.
Yeah, it looked like the catcher hurt herself as Corson is going to come in and courtesy run as she was grabbing that hamstring on the back of that left leg. And
that's not good.
Yeah, that's the catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the catcher for Callaway, and we've already seen she's got a pretty good hose. So Lawton squares the bunt with the runner at first and fouls it off.
Yeah, and definitely any leg issue with a catcher is going to probably take her out of the game.
So we'll see. She's walking it off over there in the dugout. So Maya Lawton, the left fielder, steps in. She tried to bunt the first one. She's swinging here, and Register blows that one by her, and it's 0-2 now. And, wow, she had some giddy up on that pitch.
She did. That was nice right there.
Well, and this is what we've seen out of Emily all year. You know, first, second inning, she kind of gets through it. And then, oh, my God, that one hit her right in the rib cage as that pitch went. She probably tried one of those up and in rise balls, and it was in too far and hit Lawton in the rib cage.
Elbow.
Yeah, it's got her elbow.
It may be the elbow.
Yeah, got her in the elbow. She got her elbow down to protect her rib cage. And here comes Rockmart's trainer out to take a look at her.
Yeah, Sean Burrows going to come out and got her right. Yeah, it looked like right in the back of the arm. So Sean's going to take a look. While he takes a look, we're going to take 30 seconds. Be right back.
Freeman Harris Funeral Home, the funeral home that has been providing a strong arm for our friends and neighbors to lean on for the past 76 years. We are proud of the young folks of our community and wish for them success on the field and off. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Rockmart's very own.
I'm Barry Williams, Athletic Director at Rockmart High School, and I would like to thank our Booster Club, sponsors, and community for supporting Rockmart High School athletics. Go Jackets!
All right, we're back. So Sean gets his first field appearance of the day here. And so left fielder seems like she's okay. And now the designated player, Emma Bryan, is in as she hits for the third baseman. And
she can't move her elbow right now. But
yeah, I was going to say, fine. We were just talking.
Mormon bunts right to third. McNabb, she fields it, throws to Lewis covering first. And so a sac bunt by Callaway gets runners second and third with one out. And Brian did a good job putting that bunt down. And Macy never hesitated with a 4-run lead, just come up and got the out at first.
Yeah, very smart. Was a good bunt, though. I mean, really good bunt.
So now back to the top of the order as Sanders hit the first pitch of the game and a little looping liner right to Register. There's a called strike. Let her high.
I'd walk her. Yep, that's what I would do. I'm just saying. It's one out. Bases will be loaded, then turn double play. It's over.
All right, 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike outside corner, 0-2.
Oh, I'd strike her out. Strike her out.
I think I would go for that. I mean, I know we're up 4, but I don't want to let any more runners on base than we have to here.
Well, I mean,
so
Caroline's way out of the other batter's box.
As she squares the bunt and fouls it, and that's going to be a strikeout.
You're out, batter.
Yep. So that's going to go down as a strikeout. For Emily Register.
Here's the thing. If I knew she was going to do that, I would have said put her on.
Perfect pitch selection is just like picking out the perfect clothing selection at the Claybird's Boutique. Rockmart T-shirts and jacket wristbands. 1075 Nathan Dean Highway in the Triangle Square. That's an odd way to get a strikeout, but hey.
And I don't think they knew it was 2 strikes.
No.
Because she came back.
Yeah, she didn't know.
Yeah. So now Mackenzie Rose, second baseman, a little liner to Carly her first time, takes a called strike outside corner. Way outside. Called strike right on the outside corner again as Caroline's really going.
Outside strike there on the outside corner.
Well, I'm watching Caroline move out.
She's out there. I mean, she's in the left-handed batter's box.
And there's a swing and a miss at a curved ball in the left-handed batter's box. And that's another strikeout for Emily Register.
The perfect pitch selection is just like picking out the perfect clothing selection at the Clayburgh's Boutique. Rockmart T-shirts and jacket wristbands. 1075 Nathan Dean Highway in the Triangle Square.
So no need for Roberts' walk as Emily pitches out of it with 2 strikeouts. And at the end of 2, or going to the bottom of 3, we're lead 4-0.
Vilo True Value, 308 Nathan Dean Parkway in Rockmart invites you to come by and watch the inventory grow every day. We're the home of the Garrett Brothers Sawmill. Our family has been processing and selling our country's greatest renewable resources for over 100 years. Like us on Facebook or give us a call at 770-684-5075.
At Century Bank of Georgia's Rockmart office, you'll find the reassuring blend of responsive, personal service with a wide array of accounts, technologies, loans, and more. And you'll find each delivered by a bank professional whose goal is to exceed your expectations of what a bank can be. We invite you to discover all we are today. Your local choice for community banking. Go Jackets. Century Bank of Georgia, Rockmart. We want to be your bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, back at Rockmart High School. Graham McNabb Register, the first 3 up for the Lady Jackets. And now we're here with our, he's squatted down behind me.
Good.
Our weekly conversation of couch talk with the Rockmart tight end and defensive end, Reed Couch. Reed, how's it going?
Great. I've been excited for this couch talk to go to the postseason now.
Yeah, well, we're here, and no better timing than when Carly Graham steps up.
Oh, Lord. I just hope she does good, you know. I'll hear it later on if she doesn't.
And Carly lined out her first time. There's a hard hit, ground ball right to the shortstop. She boots it. Carly just beats it out. So the shortstop bobbles it just enough, and that's an error, and Carly gets on. So that's good news, and now
still scares me seeing her run like that.
So plus she's moving better.
She definitely moved
better. Got down the line pretty good.
A lot better that time. She's
good. Now Macy's F's in. Well, Reed, how's fall break going?
Pretty good until today. We had practice, so that's always interesting.
McNabb squares the bunt, takes a called strike right at the knees, and looking to get another run in scoring position here. So, well, Reed coming off a big 51-7 victory over Chattooga, 3-0 in region play, 6-0 overall. Got the off week this week. Right after this victory, Macy squares, bunts to first, and she does tag Macy right on the leg going by, but that's a sack bunt by McNabb, and she gets Carly over to second. So, Reed, so practice today, tomorrow, and Thursday, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then got the weekend off.
Of course.
And but big win over Chattooga.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of shocked, not going to lie. Came out firing, like we talked about earlier, the other sessions, that we just need to come out first quarter and put it on them, and we did. Luckily, the game was running clock the whole time.
So first pitch, called strike, thigh high to Register right down the middle. And, it's funny. We say, well, we did. We came out and we scored on every possession. But if you look at the score, we scored 14 points in the first quarter, 27 in the second quarter. But we never had to punt, never did anything as Register hits a ground ball to short. A high throw just gets Emily by a step. Carly unable to advance. So, guys, real quick, we'll see a pretty good arm by the shortstop there.
Yeah, she definitely got back. She was in the hole, and she turned that one loose.
So now 2 outs. As Megan Johnson steps in, she hit a double to the left center. And we take another one of those right here. But Reed, big win up at Chattooga. And like I said, got the ball first, came out, scored. Hard line drive right at the third baseman, and Megan has hit the ball hard twice. Nothing to show for that second one, but wow, she hit a rope. And the third baseman, no mask, scared me a little bit, but she gloved it and caught that one. But so Reed, you go up to Chattooga, get that win, and no punch really until the second half.
Yeah, we started off and scored. I'm pretty sure the first session we scored, and then there was a penalty on a touchdown on one of the punt returns. So really the score doesn't really show how much we really controlled the game, but that's okay. It's region. We just got to get through. Really preparing for this game against Pepperell because that's the most important game for us right now.
Yeah, the game next Friday against Pepperell will basically be a de facto region championship game. Both the only two undefeated teams in the region, as Pepperell will come here next Friday night. They're off this week, so next Friday will be that game with Pepperell as Emily gets her warm up. Caroline throws it down, but I was there at the game, got to fill in for Michael Gravitt on radio there, and the only negative to the game was the amount of penalties, and I'm quite sure Coach Parson will take that up this week.
Yeah, I can't sit up here and say that they were dumb penalties because I had one of them. So I had a roughing the passer, which I shouldn't have had, but yeah, we had some dumb penalties that we really shouldn't have had.
So first pitch is a called strike outside corner to Butler. But, it says something also that whenever you can have the amount of penalties, especially on the opening drive that you had, and still go down and score, it says a lot about your offense as well.
Yeah, the offense played really good. I was really impressed by our defense, especially for that running back for Stuga, who's been rushing for, I think it was 147 yards a game. He only rushed for, I think, 54 against us.
Yeah, Lester's a big boy.
Oh, yeah, he's a massive.
So there's 2-1 now to Butler as the second pitch missed outside. That one missed low and in. 2 balls, 1 strike to Butler. But, yeah, and then, and the penalties just, it's almost like they just kept coming. And once they got started, you really couldn't stop as that's a called strike, belt high inside corner.
It was good, though, because it was Chattooga getting those out of the way, hopefully not having any next Friday, just so that we can come out against Pepperell and play a clean game, knowing that they're going to try to put it on us.
So there's a pitch outside, 3-2 now to Butler. Well, and that's the thing, Coach Parson talked about it at the coaches show of how he wanted to get out to a quick start, which you did. The defense played really well until the last minute as there's a ground ball hit the register. She slips a little and throws to Graham, and a good throw gets the first out.
Yeah, she's happy she made that throw. She definitely found her mojo again with throwing the ball to first base.
So, but Reed, you start offensively played well. Of course, JoJo Haynes returning punts. That is that's a game changer right there.
JoJo really has been great this year, but the best part about the whole thing is Javen doesn't have to return punts anymore for us. So.
Yeah, that's a huge thing of getting him off the field, not having to do that, and all he has to worry about is playing quarterback now.
Oh, for sure. And then when you see JoJo catch a punt and he returns it in 8 seconds, you're like, how is this man so fast? But
yeah, and he's only a freshman.
He got offered by Akron, I think Sunday night. Akron offered him, and then Akron offered Javen as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I saw that on
great
Twitter.
Talent.
So. Yeah, it's really exciting for the Jackets as Register is falling behind Cofield 3-0 now. And so Emily's got to fight back here. But, yeah, it's like I say, all of those things happen, and you still win 51-7 as there's a called strike right down the middle. But it gives you things to work on.
Oh, yeah. Our biggest thing is just really making sure that we're all fitting with each other personally.
Emily comes back. There's a foul ball. It's now 3-2 to Cofield, the right fielder.
Because there's not a single team that we play, honestly, that has the guys that we have, and we know that. Coach Parson talks all about the Jimmy and Joes, how we have, instead of the X's and O's, we have Jimmy and Joes, and that if we just come out and play as a team instead of being me players, we'll win every game.
There's a 3-2 line drive to Kenzie Jones, and that's only 2 outs, ladies.
That's what I thought.
So that's only 2 outs.
I got 2.
So there's a line drive to Jones, and we all ran off the field, and we're all looking here like, that's only 2 outs. So, hey, we got to play 3 today, ladies. So now Horton's going to step in.
Looking back down my book, trying to figure out what I missed.
Hey, umpire was standing out there going, hey, it's only 2. So, yeah, and Reed, you're exactly right. And within our region, Pepperell's probably the closest talent-wise And, in saying that, they're still not that close.
Yeah, Pepperell does a lot of good things, and the main thing they do really is they throw the ball a lot. And we haven't seen that, so we have to adjust and really just do our jobs and cover and zone them the right way, and then our offense come out and try to throw on them when we have to, and then run the ball like usual. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, there's a great change-up by Emily Register. I think that's the first one we've seen today, and there's a swing and a miss by Horton, and she was way out front. Well, and I talked about it on radio Friday night. The improvement of our running backs from game 1 to game 6 now, as there's a swing and a miss, and we'll get to that, but from game 6 has been the biggest improvement on our team.
I think that the running backs have improved each week, but I think that their confidence is really the biggest thing that's improved because they're trusting the O-line more. Because there were a few games that we came out struggling with the front, and not that it's us, but it's just that teams are trying to throw different fronts at us, and we practice for one, and they come out with a different. So now Coach Parson has us focusing on what teams are going to do against us rather than what they always do against everybody else. So I think the backs really just are trusting the O-line more, and that's opening up holes for them. And then obviously Mackay Friday night was a main one. He rushed for 100 yards first time this year.
Yeah, I think Jai Pinson went for over 100 as well,
yeah,
and Watley.
Yep. So, and then we obviously got JoJo that can run the ball. And we have a bunch of freshman backs that don't really come in, but if they need to, they can. So it's just a really good time of the year. I mean, last year we didn't really have this offense that we have now where you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And some games come out passing, some games come out running. But this year, it really doesn't matter as long as we just continue to win.
Well, Reed, hope you have a good fall break. I know you got 2 more days of practice, but then you get to enjoy the weekend. And then next week, get ready for Pepperell. We're hoping for 2 wins here today, if not even a split and win it tomorrow. But hopefully we'll get you on next Tuesday in the second round.
Yes, sir.
So good luck once again. 6-0, 3-0 in region. Jackets ranked number 1 in the state in AA. And Reed, you got to go back to work now. But as Miss Johnson put you in pain to work, that's all right.
Oh yeah.
So, but you got a great view of the game.
And she told me I was going to get him free. So
that's right.
Really
that's right. So,
well,
all right, Reed, you can hand that back to Robert. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to talk now. And Chris, real quick, Emily struck out.
Yeah, we had a strikeout to end the inning, so the perfect pitch selection is just like picking out the perfect clothing selection at the Clayburgh's Boutique. Rockmart T-shirts and jacket wristbands. 1075 Nathan Dean Highway in the Triangle Square.
All right, Anna Lewis leads it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and she hits one foul. And good talking to Reed, the tight end and defensive end for the
Lord
Jackets.
shook his hand. He about ripped my arm off.
He is a yes, he is. So Reed's about 6'2", 6'3", probably weight goes about 210 or so. And this is his first year playing defense, and he is really a standout at that defensive end.
Well, I'm hearing from you, Garrett. He's got workman's comp coming.
So, yeah. Good thing AT&T's not on strike anymore.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask for my arm back next time I see him.
So Anna took a pitch knee-high outside corner. She thought it was a little low, and it's 0-2 to Lewis now. 4-0, Lady Jackets lead in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch way outside as we see the catcher, Bet Savong, is still in the game. As she was kind of holding that hamstring going down the line when she got that single last inning.
Yep, but she's back and doesn't look like she's having any issues.
Lewis lays off a rise ball from Horton, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Lady Jackets did not score in the bottom of the 3rd, but we got 9-1-2, 3 straight lefties due up for the Lady Jackets.
Always a good combination when we get those 3 back-to-back-to-back. Usually good things happen.
That pitch low and away, ball 3. So now we'll take it right here, either a walk or a base hit by Lewis. Any way she can get on for Teams and Evans. So now a 3-2 pitch from Horton. And that pitch hit right down the line, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Anna Lewis as third baseman. I don't know that she saw it until it was on her.
Yeah, I don't think so. She just kind of waved at it, as it went by her there, but good hit right there by Lewis using that line to her advantage.
Well, and she didn't hit it very hard. She just hit it in the right spot between the third baseman and the third baseline.
Yep.
Inside the bag, and she's on with the leadoff single, and now Alexis Dean steps up, who's 2 for 2, had a bunt and a ground ball to infield single to the third baseman. So now she's looking to do some damage here. As she bunts and just foul. And, wow, Vetsavon, the catcher, come up and she swung it to first.
You can tell, though, something's bothering her the way she's not walking exactly right, and she was blowing out a deep breath right there as she was getting her helmet. So,
wow. And that's about as close of a play, if it would have been fair, than I've seen on teams all year long, on a bunt.
Almost a great bunt, too.
So now teams, as she takes that pitch way outside, Anna getting a good lead down there. 1 ball, 1 strike to teams. Bottom of the 4th inning, nobody out. Lewis is on first. Lady Jackets leads 4-0.
I'd like to see her chop one right here.
1-1. That pitch way outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. So apparently he thought it was a great pitch.
Yep, sounded like it.
Yep, looked outside to me.
Oh, this is a little outside.
2 balls, 1 strike. And there's one line drive right to where the shortstop moved over as Anna was on the move, and the center fielder comes up with it, and Teams has a double to left center as the shortstop moved over to cover the bag, and Teams hit it right where she was at.
Yeah, we drew the shortstop with Lewis taking off on the pitch, so we drew the shortstop. She hit it right where she was, or wasn't.
Perfect spot right there.
Now Emma Evans steps in as she's 2 for 2 on the day and has 3 RBIs out of the 4. As she hit one off the fence and then hit a line drive over the pitcher's head. And we'll take another one of those and score 2 more runs here.
I think it's amusing where the coaches complaining about the pitches, and then the song just comes up, "Welcome to our house." You know? I don't think it had anything to do with it. That's just how it worked out.
That would be the new PA guy, sound guy, Drew Williams, this year.
We have nothing to do with umpires.
Yes, that's right. Drew used to do it when Bailey played, and now Chris Lois has given that up. There's a line drive off the pitcher, and that is going to score 2, and Emma slows up.
She stops.
And, yeah, she stopped at first, and that one hurt. It hit her right in the chest.
Never saw it coming.
So we're going to let Sean's going to come out for his
standing up,
appearance.
though, people. She's standing up.
Yeah, she's standing up, but she's in some pain. We're going to take 30 seconds and let them check on her.
Hello, Jacket Nation. I'm Chris Miller.
And I'm Steve Miller.
And we are Alvis Miller & Son Funeral Home and Crematory. Our family's been part of Rockmart since 1954, and we have been serving you at the funeral home since 1981. My dad is a 1971 graduate of Rockmart High School, and I'm a 2005 graduate of Rockmart High School. We are proud supporters of our community and Rockmart High School athletics. From our family to yours, go Jackets. Alvis Miller & Son Funeral Home and Crematory. Rockmart's only locally owned and operated hometown funeral home.
Here's a real post from a real Chick-fil-A guest. At Our Foodie Ventures writes, quick lunch today. A Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich never disappoints. Chicken emoji, licking lips emoji. Thanks, Our Foodie Ventures. Glad Chick-fil-A could be part of your ventures. It's the little things that make our grilled chicken club sandwich worth the trip. Share your stories at Chick-fil-A with #TheLittleThings.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, we're back at Rockmart High School as Emma just singled off the chest and arm of the pitcher for Callaway. Rockmart leads 6-0 as they scored 2 here in the bottom of the 4th and nobody out.
You know, and Robert pointed out as we were off air there that ball made it out all the way into the outfield after it went off of her.
Well, that was actually sharp, but thank you for giving me credit. But the pitcher has never went down. She's been standing up the entire time.
She is.
So that's a positive. But, man, that hurts.
Yeah, and we know how hard Emma hit, and she's hit it hard all 3 times now, as she's put one off the fence and one right over the pitcher's head in the second, and then this one off the pitcher.
That's why you wear those masks, too, because it didn't hit in the face, but, man, I would want to be here right now if it did, so I'm glad she's wearing a mask. And nobody wants to hit it right back at the pitcher.
Never the goal.
Oh, she's going to try to pitch. Oh, my goodness.
Well, they're going to give her a warm-up pitch. The other pitcher is number 20. I saw her warming up.
Yeah, she's still sitting on the bucket over here. And
I want to hit some more sponsors here real quick. We want to thank Dave's Super Center, Harrelson Termite, Silver Comet Furniture. That's Jeff Sharp's gig. Mitchell Chiropractor. Freeman Harris Funeral Home, Buy Low Hardware, McNabb Tire and Wheel, Century Bank, Sherman Ross State Farm, and Allen Miller Funeral Home. We'll get some more later, but they're giving her applause as they should, and she's staying in the game.
Yeah, they let her throw 3 pitches, and it was off her throwing arm.
Yeah.
And so she looked pretty good throwing those pitches there.
She's going to feel that tomorrow.
Yes, no doubt. She may if she doesn't throw in game 2, she's going to feel it tonight.
Yeah, she better get some ice on that as soon as she can.
Kenzie Jones steps in, and she's popped out to third and flied out to center on a great running catch by Sanders, the center fielder. And nobody out.
6-0.
Nobody out. Emma Evans on first. There's a line drive to left, one hopper. And now first and second, and Kenzie's got her first hit of the day.
Yeah, I think we've dialed in on this pitcher at this point. We're sitting back waiting and driving the ball right now.
Shazam's coming up.
Yep, Caroline steps in. She singled to third and grounded out to short.
Bad and clean up. Caroline Connery. Go to Precious Paws and have your 4-legged friends cleaned up by Kelly Taylor and her staff. Precious Paws, 221 South Marble Street, 770-684-2248.
Now nobody out. Runners first and second. Caroline's up, and there's a high fly ball. Center fielder going back, and it's out of here.
Nice. Now that's a long drive. Don't you take a long drive without going to McNabb Tire and Wheel and make sure your vehicle is in proper alignment, just like the swing of Caroline Connery.
And now it's 9-0. Lady Jackets here in the bottom of the 4th. Still nobody out. And Callaway's going to call timeout. And they didn't have anybody warming up. And they're going to change pitchers here without her warming up. So he gives her a hug as things just kind of have come unraveled for Horton here in the bottom of the 4th. And we're going to take 60 seconds while the new pitcher gets her warm-up tosses.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome. What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate? Red velvet? Well, go ahead and call the bakery, because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well,
a piece of cake. Sherman Ross State Farm Insurance, 122 East Elm Street in Rockmart. Call 770-684-3500. Email him at sherman@shermanross.net. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Neither State Farm nor its agents provide tax, legal, or investment advice. Consult your own advisor regarding your particular circumstances.
A-Plus Store Solutions is your local Weaver's Portable Building and R&B Metal Structures dealer in Rockmart. We also sell dog kennels and a variety of trailers, including dump trailers. Get your portable building faster at A-Plus Store Solutions. We are located just a half mile south of Rockmart High School on Highway 113. Stop by and see Jim or give us a call at 678-883-2006.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, Alexis Ferguson is going to come in the game and replace Faith Horton as do what?
They're all dancing out there behind the mound while she's warming up.
So Ferguson's getting her warm-up pitches, and this is, I'm just going to go ahead and say this isn't very smart by this young lady. She's going out without a mask.
Oh, goodness. Don't say that.
I just did, sorry. Carly Graham, Macy McNabb, Emily Register, as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's 9-0 Lady Jackets. And there is one thing I won't say. I'll just think it right now.
Okay.
So.
Well, you think the sun's right in their face, too, and that's scary, too. I don't. Well, I know what he's thinking. I'm glad you softball guys know. That's good. You keep it to yourselves.
You just go out and call your little double hits, and we'll be all right.
That's right. Incorrectly, I reckon. from what I heard you talking about.
Oh, all right. So Carly Graham steps in, and she's lined out to short, and then reached on a error on the shortstop, and so
9-0 now after that home run by Caroline.
So McNabb, he gets to pay some money for that shot, as I'm sure he's listening on his way home from work, and then we'll see him out here for game 2.
He'll be about to get a hot dog shortly.
Ferguson, that pitch misses low and inside, ball 1.
I saw him this morning. That seems to be a theme here.
Yep, I was there this morning getting my oil changed.
Oh, well, Darren Johnson was there as well.
Yep, Darren was there. I was there.
Darren pulled up about the time I was leaving. I went to get a tire plug and ended up buying a whole set.
There you go.
McNabb's just that good.
He is that good, isn't
he? He is a salesman. So I'm going to get a tire plug. No, you're not. You're getting 4 tires. There you go. As Carly takes called strike right down the middle.
But let me tell you what he did do. Instead of going with a factory size tire, he went and did some research, went one size up. It was about a 1/4 inch, and saved me about $40 per tire.
There you go.
There you go.
And Carly Graham hits a line drive over the shortstop's head into center field, and we're going to see a sub right here for Carly. We're going to get her out of this game and let her rest.
Schumann?
Yeah, this is going to be Madeline Schumann coming in to run. And so Lexi Sharp's coming out. She's going to hit for Register and may get her or actually Macy's going to hit right now. But you're going to see Carly 12. You made me say it, didn't you?
Oh, sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, you made me say it. All right, nobody out. Schumann is on first. McNabb's is hitting now, and Ferguson is pitching and takes the ball high up and away. And Lexi,
how many outs are there?
Nobody out.
You can blame it on Chuck, Lou.
Is it Chuck's fault? Chuck made me say it. Thanks a lot, Chuck. It won't happen now. You made me say it, and now it won't happen. Macy pops one up. It's right back towards the screen, and the catcher lost it. Didn't know where it was, or else just didn't make a very good effort for it. It ended up foul.
All she saw was sun.
But Lexi's going to hit for Emily Register on deck, and
so what do you think's going to happen there?
Emily will come back in, and I think Carly will come back in and play defense. So, but you're not going to take a chance with her on base. Macy takes one off the shin, and that ball hits her. Now first and second, nobody out. So,
of course, it may be a moot point here in just a few minutes.
It very easily could be. So Lexi
Notice I didn't say a mute point.
Yeah, that's right.
That's one of my pet peeves. It's not a mute point.
Yeah, it is not a mute. Moot.
Moot. A moat?
Hello. They can leave a message.
Probably about your car warranty that's about to expire and they want to sell you a new one.
He's one of the whistleblowers.
Either that or it's about all of my student loans that I don't have.
There you go.
All right, so Lexi steps in, her first at bat, and that pitch is low, ball 1. Hey, we'll take a walk, and Megan's on deck and has hit the ball hard both times.
I'd like to see her hit the ball hard.
I would too.
Crank it out. Because you wouldn't be able to talk for a minute. And that'd be great. She deserves it, man. Hit the ball hard, kid. Come on.
So they're going to come in on her. And that pitch is low, ball 2. So she's not going to do anything until she gets a strike. So I looked down there. Coach Luke gave her the take sign. So nothing until you get a strike here, kid. 2-0 pitch to Lexi. Crowd still coming in. There's one. Thigh high right down the middle. Now she's ready. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Knowing that's a tough one to have to take right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Mac's in the house as he just come in the gate there. So he's standing out in right center. Maybe Lexi will hit one right at him. Be nice. 2-1 pitch. And And there's a hard hit ball, just foul. Wow, she turned on that inside pitch.
She just hadn't been able to buy a break here lately. I don't know how many times she's hit one down the line, just fouled last few
Might
games.
not be able to buy a break, but we can sell her a tire.
Or if you're Chris Ford.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sure Mac will come up here and probably give us a hard time about that. All right, 2-2 pitch to Lexi. First and second, as Schumann's on second, McNabb's on first, nobody out, bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Jackets lead 9-0. That pitch changeup popped up, and shortstop, third baseman come over. It's in foul territory as she just got under that one and popped it up foul for the first out.
Infield fly.
But it was foul, so it wasn't. It was infield fly if fair.
If fair.
And it was foul.
Correct. I just wanted to hear you say it.
That's right. Now Megan Johnson steps in, and she's hit it hard twice. A line drive right to the third baseman, and then a double in the left center gap.
We really got the outfield back, except for the right fielder.
That pitch high, outside, off the plate.
Left and center is definitely playing us deep now.
I don't know if that was a change-up or that's just how she throws.
Probably so.
Yep.
1-0 pitch coming inside. And there's a more line drive, just foul.
Megan looks like she's swinging a shiny new stick there.
She is. As a matter of fact, talked to Darren about that at McNabb's today, and Lexi come home talking about how well they were hitting in practice yesterday, and Megan hit 3 or 4 out. And Darren said, yeah, her other bat was dead, and so this is actually the same type of bat that Kenzie Jones uses.
All right.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Megan. Change up, high, ball 2.
Yeah,
and a throw behind the runner. Oh, as they almost pick off Schumann at second, and she just got in as they tagged her on the back of the leg.
You know, think about the bats nowadays, they come out of the box hot.
Oh, yeah.
Used to you really had to break one in, and now they come out of the box hot.
Yeah, I remember having those men's slow pitch bats.
Yeah,
you had to hit them about 500 times.
Or whatever, to get them broke in.
Now 2-1 pitch to Johnson, coming inside again. And that one's too far in and bounces and hit her on the foot, and that's going to load the bases for Anna Lewis.
Well, I tell you, I was really wanting to see her get a shot and swing the bat right there. That catcher, she's hurt. I mean, she's still holding
she's holding that left hamstring.
Now batting for the Lady Jackets, number 10, Anna Lewis.
And in Lady Jacket fashion, they messed up my book again. I got to...
They've hit around, huh?
Yep, they've hit around.
All right, Anna Lewis is the did she lead? She led things off, did she?
She did.
All right.
Single.
So Anna looking to lead off again, first and third creeping up. She takes that one low and away, ball 1. And Lady Jackets in great position winning game 1 here in this best 2 out of 3 series. You can get that first win, you've got the advantage.
Especially playing at home.
Next pitch, there's a line drive to center, and that's going to get down under the 40. And if Megan Johnson can score on this, it'll end the game. And here she goes. Oh, he's going to hold her up and give somebody a chance to hit. But that's going to be a double for Lewis as it got under the glove of Sanders.
You got to send her.
Well,
I think she scores.
I do too. I think she scores.
Hey, I understand why he held her too. That's good.
But there was only 1 out.
Right. That's why I understand.
And now team steps in as we scored 7 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A base hit here, and this will end game 1 with that game-shortening procedures by GHSA, 12 after 4. Chuck Luke already made me say it, so I'll say it on
Might
air.
as well put it out in public.
So ball 1, now to teams. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through. He's going to hold Anna up, and Megan Johnson scores, and Alexis Team's ground ball right through the middle to center is going to end the game.
Yep, that's 1 ball game.
So Lady Jackets score 8 in the bottom of the 4th to end the game, and they were the home team this time, and we were going to be the visitors in game 2 And we're going to take 60 seconds, come back, and close out game one. It'll take about 15 minutes, and we'll come back for game two.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel. We install truck lifts and truck accessories. We offer full tire service and alignment. AC and complete service is available. 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart. Phone 770-684-5067 today.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Here's a real post from a real Chick-fil-A guest. At Our Foodie Ventures writes, quick lunch today. A Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich never disappoints. Chicken emoji, licking lips emoji. Thanks, Our Foodie Ventures. Glad Chick-fil-A could be part of your ventures. It's the little things that make our grilled chicken club sandwich worth the trip. Share your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
This is Coach Luke. Now back to Rockmart High School girls softball.
All right, we're back at Rockmart High School as the Lady Jackets come away with a 12-0 4-inning victory, actually 3 1/3 inning victory over the Callaway Lady Cavaliers, and now one win away from going to the second round as the Lady Jackets scored 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors, and Callaway had 1 hit and 2 errors as Alexis Teams leads the way 4 for 4, Evans 3 for 3, and Anna Lewis 2 for 3. So Lady Jackets, a great performance at the plate, and then Emily Register, 4 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, no walks.
Yeah, we really got dialed in on that last time around the lineup. Man, we hit some hard shots right there, so that was good to see, and that's something we've noticed in the past few games. It may take us a round to get through, but once we get the bats going, we can really hit the ball hard.
The bats were pretty good today. I mean, like you said, the ones that did hit it hard.
Yeah.
And then later on in the innings, you did see, even though it's only 4 innings, the girls hit the ball hard in this last inning. And like you said, the timing was much better. So, and defense, lights out.
I'd be surprised if we hadn't seen all the pitching they've got. I mean, I may be wrong, but I think we may have seen all they've got to throw at us today.
Yeah, that's the only 2 pitchers that they have is Ferguson and Horton, and we'll wait and see, how Horton's feeling if she comes back for game 2. We know for us that Carly Graham's going to be in the circle for this game, and so we'll look forward to seeing that as the senior gets to take the circle there. Really, the only change I foresee, Landon Wigley is going to be the catcher. Caroline Conring will be the designated player. You'll probably see Lexi at first and Emily in there resting, just in case we need her to come in and relieve for Carly.
Yep, without a doubt. She'll be on ready, but I think we should be good.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, that's the end of game 1 as the Lady Jackets come away with a 12-0 victory. And like we said, 14 hits in the game and 12 runs, 12 RBIs. More important, we had no walks and no strikeouts, and Emily had 5 strikeouts.
Yep. We'll take that all day.
That's right. So we're going to take about 15 minutes and take it back to Brian at the station, and he's going to get in some spots, and they're going to fix the field here and get ready for game 2. So we'll be back.
The ladies are going to hit. They're carrying their bats with them.
Yeah, they're going to go inside, and a couple of them going to get some at bats in the cage. So. Brian, it's all yours for about 15 minutes, and whenever they start to have their plate meeting, we'll holler at you and be ready to go.
Hey folks, this is your old buddy Bill Sherfsey, General Manager of All Star Motors. See Donis Baines for a great deal on a new pre-owned vehicle and drive it home today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Your job is your credit. And remember, All Star Motors, where every day is an all-star day. Also, check us out at www.allstarmotorco.com. And we have that unforgettable phone number, 770-684-CARS. That's 770-684-2277.